Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right?
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Etienne up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on third and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Lawrence going to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard, and now it's 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them, but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
On the ready. Hey, check mega. Hut, hut.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young quickly to the flat. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Ready.
They'll run here with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Yellow, Lonnie. Smith, red. Check pink. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Pierce. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Texans 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A little juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Young to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
13, Lou. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hey, I'm gun.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we go. Smash, red. Drill green. Ready.
Young now. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Hey, kill. Take right open.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, ETN. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. ETN once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's ETN. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
On the double. Hut.
They go play action. Young being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
11. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Lisa 24. 30 left. Here we go.
A give, running right, Etienne. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, Ryan.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A handoff for Etienne. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Easy.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Bang.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Yellow, lining.
Another carry for Pierce. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their